It's kind of amazing to me how many guys are doing these incredible artistic installs, but they don't lean into the fact that they're an artist and present that to people in image. So social media, like it could put up
Absolutely.
images put up images of your work on social media. It's your art. People work for you because you do great art, but also in the experience to ensure that they see the great art you can implement for them. And it sounds like that's exactly what you've done. You've just brought them through
Absolutely.
that
And again,
process.
elevating that experience for the client, that you're not just rushing to do a quick sketch and figuring it out later. That's I've heard that so many times that from other employees that work for other contracting firms, actually, that I might have interviewed, that have complained about their process at their company because they rush through the design process and then they have to figure it out on a job site. So rush, rush, rush to get
Yeah.
the job sold. If you just slow it down a little bit, and here's the thing, if everybody slows it down a little bit and everybody says, hey, let's all start charging for design, guess what? The customers are going to have no option other than to say, all right, well, let's pick the
Yeah.
one we want to work with. Let's pick the company that has the best reviews. Let's pick the company that has the best process. Let's analyze the company before we call five and get estimates, and then analyze estimates that they have no idea how to analyze an estimate. And now all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you're comparing numbers and you're just, oh, let's go with this one. It's the cheapest, or this one's in the middle of the road, so let's go with
Yeah.
that one. When sometimes the cheaper one might be the best one, and sometimes the most expensive one might not be. But unfortunately, if that's your only tool to decipher who to choose, that's really not a good way of choosing a contractor from a customer standpoint. So if the customer now knows, like, hey, we have to choose who we want first, and then we're going to pay for that design, they should already know they should be invested, and then the process will unfold correctly. And that way you get rid of those tire kickers, you get rid of the people that are getting five estimates, 10 estimates. Sometimes I wonder how that happens, where somebody gets five or 10 estimates. Like, I can't stand when I have to review two or three estimates that are bids for one of our projects or something. It's a lot of stuff I got to go through, let alone a homeowner
Yeah.
that has no understanding of construction details, and they're trying to decide who's the better avenue at that point, versus doing a little bit of research on the front side before you even get to design or numbers. Makes a ton of sense. So I think that's something that I really hope the industry starts to adopt and change. And I think there's a lot of companies out there that are doing design work and charging for it, but there's still a ton that are not. And it's unfortunate because even in home construction, home remodeling, I think there too, there's a need for us to elevate our services, and everybody should be charging up front. There's no reason not to charge. You have expertise. You're being paid for your expertise. Just like an
That's
attorney,
good.
just like a doctor.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I went to the doctor the other day. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but real quick, I went to the doctor and then I came home and I wasn't happy with my answers, and I checked Chat GPT and I got a better answer. And kind of
Oh,
crazy that
yeah.
and we're paying doctors and we're
It's
paying
amazing.
attorneys and we're paying all these professional services. I'm not trying to put down doctors or anything like that. But what
Yeah.
I'm getting at is, why are we not getting paid for our services when we're artists, like you said?
Right.
Uh, our experience in the
Yes.
construction trade to build a patio that doesn't fall apart in a year, like, that's not something that you can just do. It takes time to understand that. It takes research and development or education that you get through the School of Hard Knocks. So that's all, in my
Yes.
opinion, that should all be paid for. That's what you're charging the client for that experience.
Love it. I love it.